Ladies and gentlemen, on the second edition of Crime is out of control. The first thing I want to play here is a clip that I found to be extremely disturbing, if I'm being 100% honest. You know, after seeing this, I'm kind of worried about my own safety when driving at nights. All right. But before we get into it, you know, we have to do some housekeeping. Please remember, you know, to follow me on all platforms: Bolo V&R, Bolo V&R Clips, and Bolo V&R. And of course, you already know, Cash App is now available. It's in the description of the video. It's pinned in the comment section. And Nightbot drops all the important information periodically throughout the chat. Alright, now let's get into part 2 of Crime Being Out of Control. Let me share my screen real quick so you guys can see the video that I want to share. Ladies and gentlemen, bam, listen to this.
Assaulted by two of their on-duty colleagues during a dispute over breaking a stoplight. Kirk Wright explains.
The complainants, two police constables dressed in civilian clothing, say they were driving their private motor vehicle along the Mandela Highway when they ran the red light at the Portmore intersection close to 2 in the morning. They say immediately after they saw a vehicle with flashing headlights behind them but no blue light or siren. Instead, the driver was tooting his horn. The constables say they became fearful and kept driving. They say they only realized it was a police service vehicle when it drove up beside them.
Upon realizing it was a police vehicle that was trying to stop me, I stopped. I pulled to my left. The service vehicle then came to the right side of my vehicle, and I identified myself as a police officer. However, I was greeted with hostility, hence I drove off.
They say the cops then attempted to use the service vehicle to block them, and they eventually stopped at the stoplight at Duhaney Park. They say that's when the alleged assault started. The policeman who sat in the passenger seat of the private motor vehicle recorded portions of the incident.
You know what instructions right here? Big money. Support our vehicle, chief. Give me a
Say money man tap me dad.
step
Big man, me have to start team man. Me not fight no now, me dad. As a police dad.
Make sure you have your money.
Murder!
One of the complainants said at the time the cops were heard demanding that he step out of the vehicle, he did, but went back inside the vehicle because he was allegedly being attacked by them.
Step out of the vehicle. The man start fleeing and lick. Pay a box and kill me head. I thought about who you know me. You know me. I pay a box and kill me head. I thought about police to be able to say calm me. A police man start fleeing and lick for me. So hold on. How's one time me touch you know? Look at my jacket. Look at my jacket here. Look what time me touch Uno. Make my jacket look so. Up to now, I put up my hand to none of brother. I'm saying a police, my identify myself, a police. All of a sudden, I see ID. And then they tell me why I drive so. I don't get up, I run, I do nothing. You run, come down with the gun pipe, and because all police, we step out of the police. The man start fleeing and lick for me.
The two complainants say while they were being assaulted by the officers, they were armed. The complainant who was driving said when the cops approached his car, he too was assaulted.
And one of them opened my door. He hit me in the chest and he handcuffed me on my right hand and instructed me to come out of the vehicle. Being fearful, I was there telling him that I am a police officer. However, he did not want to hear that. So I was there wondering now if this is actually a police officer or a hoodlum in police clothes.
Now close to 2 a.m. on the wee hours of Boxing Day, I was driving along Washington Boulevard, and on reaching the vicinity of Duhaney Park stoplight, a man in plain clothes beckoned to me that he was being abused by police officers in uniform. I slowed down to inquire what was happening, and following that, I got an instruction by the police officers in uniform that I should move and keep moving, to which I did. Before the alleged assault, the men say an argument ensued over whether they disobeyed the stoplight and the police's command to stop.
At 2 o'clock in the night, I told away. We not going to stop a stoplight. We never stand where people want to see a walk on. You pull up beside the police and we pull over. We are saying, I pay a little stuff in the car. We pull up beside of it.
As you know the light, the first thing when we are stopping it, I don't know, you're not stop.
Who said that?
What do you mean who says so? The driver says so. And then it's speed up. Don't tell me nothing, you know. Don't tell me nothing.
We say on the toot. If you win them wind up, we are toot.
So you see this driver you pull over?
So on the pass, you pull over, when I stop.
Pull over which part? You pull over and you don't do any part.
The complainants say they have since given a statement to iProbe and will be making a report to Indicom. Kirk Wright, TVJ News.
So, Mr. Blake, Mr. Dr. Blake, looking at this report right here, you can appreciate
By 2 of the
you can appreciate that we the Jamaican people don't trust the police, because the police don't trust the police. This is what we're looking at right here. The police don't trust the police. The man said he was wondering if it's some hoodlums in jacket, in suit. Him like, wait a minute, is this the police? Nora Wagwan. Right? So you have, now I said this before and I'll say it again. One, me not stop at no stoplight at 2 a.m. in the morning in certain places. Not doing it. Especially if it's not well lit. Me don't know, people can come from anywhere in a corner, put gun by you, next thing you know you're in a problem. So it is not the practice of people that drive late at night to stop at any stoplight. So I think the police can appreciate that, because you're not doing it. If you're in our uniform, no for not do it. And if you're in our regular clothes and a drive, you're not stopping at no stoplight 2 a.m. in the morning. You are not doing it. Right? So this situation could have been handled differently. But this is now another reason why crime is where it's at. Why are these police officers behaving in the way they did in this clip? Right? It's the approach for me. You feel what me I deal with? Right? It's the approach for me. Because them try to cut off the vehicle. Imagine the police that's in the vehicle, in the unmarked vehicle, right, is now in fear of their life. Mr. Blake, what you expect the Jamaican people them to do? If the police are in fear of their life when dealing with the police, it means that there's something fundamentally wrong with the approach of many of the police officers, because this is not a one-off incident. There's many Jamaican citizens that have experienced this that we're talking about right now. Right? Look at the visual of look at this.
Recorded portions of the incident.
You know, so this could have been fatal. The situation could have been fatal, you know. Either the ones that were there in the car could have gotten shot, or the ones that were there in the police vehicle could have been shot. Because the ones in the regular vehicle, unmarked vehicle with no uniform, them said they not even did realize it's a police vehicle, you know. But I'm just going off what they said. They did not realize it was a police vehicle. Now, in not realizing a police vehicle and you wanting to protect yourself, this could have gotten extremely uglier than it actually went down. And we're only thanking God that it didn't happen this way. And I go back to what I said earlier. Is this a situation where Mr. Peter Chambers' prophecy is being fulfilled? where he said that in the territory of the JCF, right, that is connected to Andrew Ones, there is going to be confusion among them, right? Could this be that situation? But I digress. I'm not going to go any further into that because I already did a video on it extensively. I just wanted to add to that to get to my other points, of course, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let me see. No. Okay. Yes, so we can go to this now. Now, let me show the clip. Shout out to Anissa Bella Rose. All right, big up Anissa Bella Rose. Wally for respect and manners. Let's get to this. This is a clip that I got from her after watching her video. Let's get to this.
Then, but my people, listen to this.
We have had several significant achievements in the 2024 chapter. Notably, the strategy of long-term investments in equipment, personnel, intelligence, and leadership in our security forces is paying off handsomely. Serious crimes are down approximately 14%, and murders are down approximately 18%.
The Jamaican people, you have a thing called the eye test. You don't feel safer? You don't feel, I don't know, crime, you don't really believe, say, major crime down 14%? You don't really believe that? I'm just asking. I want to hear from you guys in the comment section. But let's continue.
The second consecutive year of reduction.
Let me pick you up on the crime issue. You said that crime is going up. The police are reporting a 19% decline in murders and an all-round decline in major crimes. They've said that almost 260 fewer people were murdered in 2024 relative to 2023.
George, and I want to quote the statistics, George, but I did not say crime is going up. I said crime is out of control. It's a totally different thing.
Hold on. Right. So that's where we're going. But hold on. If you say crime is out of control, and that is indeed what you said, and that is where I pivoted from. When you say crime is out of control, I'm saying to you as the counterpunch to say, well, okay, reconcile your state.
There's no counterpunch. There's no counterpunch to the fact that crime is out of control. There's no argument to go against that crime is out of control. Because it is out of control. Because if it wasn't, you guys would have controlled it. And you guys cannot control it because you don't have the right strategies in place to do so. And because
a corrupt government cannot liberate the people. If the head of the stream is corrupt, the entire river will be also.
You hear that? Because if the head of the stream is corrupt, the entire river will be also. That is the real problem in Jamaica. The head of the stream is corrupt. Right up at the top of the top. Even beyond the Prime Minister. Head of the stream is corrupt. So I expect the river to be clean. Right? Let's continue.
Statement that crime is out of control when the police are reporting that all major crimes are down and murder, the big one, is down 19%. That's my point to you.
It's still out of control, George. I do surgery. If somebody is hemorrhaging and losing, for example, let me say 500 mils of blood every 10 minutes, and I cut it down to 200 mils, they're still bleeding, they're still hemorrhaging. Is that under control?
Yeah.
Hey, I love that analogy, and that's where the eater comes in. It's over. It's over.
Emotional damage.
It is absolutely over, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing more to talk about, right? So, Jamaica was hemorrhaging at 100 with 100 milliliters of blood. In terms of crime, as the example he gave me to surgery, 100 milliliters of blood every 5 minutes was being lost by the patient. And what they have done is, Wagwan Carmen, what they have done is said to us, you know, it's now hemorrhaging at 82%. 82 milliliters of blood every 5 minutes. Sir, ma'am, we're still bleeding. It is out of control. When you control it is when it stops hemorrhaging. So do you understand now, sir, the concept of crime is out of control? It is that simple. What you're doing is trying to compare last year to this year. It does not work that way. Crime is still out of control. And the type of crimes too is like, it's a game, it's a movie.
It's not under control, George.
Yeah, but hold on.
Why is he saying but shut up? Shut up. Concede. There's nothing else to talk about.
I take the point, of course.
Over 1,000 people a year, George.
Yes, I take the point. I take the point. But we're in a situation, and again, I'm just using the numbers to ask you to.
That is the problem with this world. You guys have gone to too much analytics to measure things. You don't use your eye test. You don't use. You guys are so out of touch with the reality because of statistics. The Prime Minister told us that we could sleep with our doors open. Who is sleeping with their doors open? Where? In what community? On what part of Jamaica? I must say Prime Minister alone live where him have police guard. Yeah? I must that. Alright, if Jamaica is so safe, tell the Prime Minister to walk out without police detail. He can afford it. The rest of the citizens can. I wonder if that's why you guys are out of touch with reality. I wonder if that is why the Prime Minister and these government officials are totally out of touch with reality when it comes to crime in Jamaica. I'm telling you, if the Prime Minister today was to walk without security detail, unfortunately, there are people out there that hate his guts so much, they are going to touch him up. They are going to physically touch him up. How they're going to do it, I don't know. But I'm telling you, the way how Jamaica is feeling about this Prime Minister right now, he would never, ever walk around without a security detail. Him no fool. He's not an idiot. No idiot play chess. Alright? He's not a fool. So cut the malarkey. Crime is out of control in Jamaica. Because at the end of the day, the people have to come. You see, we are trying to operate without God enough. Right? And this is where the problem lies. We feel like we can't achieve these types of things without the help of the Most High. And God should be at the center of it.
Reconcile or sharpen your perspective. I'm saying when it is that the murder statistics are above what they were for any review period, that is a basis for lamentation and for saying, well, nothing is working well. When major crimes are higher than they were for any review period, we do the same thing. So I'm just saying that given that the police have said that these things are going down, they would say that it is proof that our management is beginning to yield some results. But you're still saying that you don't feel safe and the thing is still out of control. Is that what you're saying?
I don't feel safe, George. I don't feel safe, no.
Do you feel safe? The person that asked the question, you feel safe? I don't know his name. I don't really care to know either, because every clip I've seen of this dude is just ridiculous. Honestly, I'm talking about, man. Talk about a bootlicker for Andrew Honest and the JLP. But nothing. Call a spade a damn spade, man. Nobody. Listen, I'm gonna call some people randomly, and I'm gonna ask them if they live in Jamaica and if they feel safe. Watch me. When I'm done with this, watch me.
I don't. And if you want to talk about crime, let's talk about crime and the government. Before the prime minister was elected, he said that if you were to become the prime minister, we'd be able to sleep with our windows and doors open.
November 2015 in Hanover,
Yeah, I know that's so hard. It's you know, it's a strange thing to say, but it suggests that you.
It's a strange thing to say. Listen to this man. This man is this brother right here that's talking. It's just logics that he's saying. Listen to this.
Become the prime minister, we'd be able to sleep with our windows and doors open.
November 2015 in Hanover,
Yeah, I know that's so hard. It's you know, it's a strange thing to say, but it suggests that you probably have some type of crime plan in mind. And when this crime out of control now, or the rate very high, he made a comment that it is PNPism that is causing this. And I have a problem with that, George, because you see, if you're a leader, you have to take responsibility for things that happen under your watch.
Got him!
Emotional damage!
Got him!
All lies!
Got him! Floyd Shaw, what up? Got him! I'ma play that back.
It's you know, it's a, and he said that if you were to become the prime minister. I don't feel safe, George. I don't feel safe. No, I don't. And if you want to talk about crime, let's talk about crime and the government. Before the prime minister was elected, he said that if you were to become the prime minister, we'd be able to sleep with our windows and doors open.
November 2015 in Hanover,
Yeah, I know that's so hard. It's you know, it's a strange thing to say, but it suggests that you probably have some type of crime plan in mind. And when this crime out of control now, or the rate very high, he made a comment that it is PNPism that is causing this. And I have a problem with that, George, because you see, if you're a leader, you have to take responsibility for things that happen under your watch. You don't go and blame the other side. The PNP, of course, they have contributed to it. Both parties have contributed to it. But don't make a promise, you don't fulfill your promise, and then you blame the other side. I have an issue with that, and that's where the arrogance comes in, George. I have a problem with that.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Yes, sir. The arrogance. The arrogance. The arrogance. Crime is out of control. It's the arrogance for me. Right? How in the world are you going to tell the people that under your leadership, we'll be able to sleep with our doors open? And as soon as you go into power, you don't fulfill your promise and people's looking at you like, so bruh, what is going on? Why is crime out of control? Why? I don't feel safe. I do not feel safe. Right? So what are we doing? Let's keep it a stack. Let's keep it a stack. And when people do that now, you have the die-hearted mad people them that want to come at you. Man, y'all better go find something to do. I'll tell you that right now. Real talk. Yeah. So shout out to the brother. He made excellent points. The arrogance, the lack of accountability by the prime minister, and it seems as if Mr. Blake is doing a similar thing. And I don't know why he's doing that. It's kind of strange. It really is. It really is kind of strange. Some of the stuff that he be saying sometimes. In regards to, you know, people's critique of the force. You know, he's gonna say that when people don't believe in the statistics, we are the ones that is eroding. All right, security forces urge to curb rise in mass murders. All right, let's listen to this audio. I think it's like 19 seconds.
These mass killings that started last year, and I think they will have to contain, because if they don't contain it, people are going to feel that they're not safe in their communities, and that can affect any government's chance of re-election.
So you hear what their main it's all about the election, you know, guys. This is why they're going above and beyond to spread a narrative as if they have anything under control, when the reality is it is not under control, ladies and gentlemen. It is a bold-faced lie, in my opinion. We are not safe. None of that. I don't care what they talking about. All right. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section. That's my opinion. All right. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. All right.